Join Team Ascension. Greetings, we are the Arcturian Council. We are pleased to connect with all of you. We are taking nothing for granted when it comes to our participation in the shift in consciousness. There are so many beings in this universe who are working to ensure that the shift not only occurs, but that it occurs in the way that serves them most. We invite any and all of you who want to be part of this conscious creation to move beyond waiting for something to happen. We invite you to join us in ushering in the shift and bringing about an expanded consciousness throughout the entire universe. You don't have to wait for any major event to occur in order to participate. This is a shift in consciousness, which means nothing in the physical realm is going to be responsible for making it happen. It is the true nature of consciousness to expand and evolve, and therefore, as you make it your mission not to do something in the physical realm, but instead consciously evolve, you are joining the team. You have opportunities every single day. They come to you in the choices that you are being given. And you can help yourselves and help the entire universe at the same time by making the choice that is more inclusive than exclusive. You can help by processing your emotions. You can help by making eye contact with someone else and helping that person understand that he or she matters. You can be kind instead of being right. You can forgive. You can send transmissions of love and compassion. You can speak your truth, be true to yourself, and love yourself no matter what you have done or said or thought. As you make a commitment now to joining the team that spans the entire galaxy in all dimensions, you are helping to usher in the best possible shift that we can all experience. We are inviting you to join us, and we know many of you already have, but as you make the declaration, you are automatically accepted onto our little team. Expanding the human collective consciousness. It is wonderful to witness an expansion of the human collective consciousness. We know that you can track to a certain extent the expansion of your own consciousness as an individual, but you need beings like us to see the beauty of the human collective consciousness in a state of expansion so that we can report it back to you. Now, those of you who wonder what it is that you are supposed to be doing to help humanity really need to pay attention to this one, because whenever you are in a state of expansion of your own consciousness, you are impacting the whole. You are a part of this bigger expansion that brings humanity closer to a collective shift in consciousness. That means that you can do so much for so many without leaving your home, without writing a book or even a blog. You can affect the entire collective, and when we see the expansion of the human collective consciousness, we also see how it affects the other beings in the galaxy. We can see how much more formidable of a force humanity is seen as now. We can see how your coming together with one another to inspire change has affected those who are looking in the shadows. We know that the expansion of the human collective consciousness is inevitable, and it will continue, but what is yet to be determined is the rate at which you are going to continue this journey of expansion. The way you affect that rate is by doing the work on yourself that is needed in order to let go of judgment, in order to release your fears, and in order to embrace the aspects of yourself that have been lurking in the shadows of your energy field. Now is the time to accelerate this expansion because the earth is ready, the sun is ready, and all of the higher frequency energies you have been receiving are ready to help. You are the ones who are responsible for the beauty that we have just witnessed, because you are the ones who are awake enough to care about your vibration and the conscious delivery of that vibration to the rest of the universe. Seeing past your differences, we have considered all of the different possibilities for humanity, and we have seen a number of different outcomes. The fact is that you all have been avoiding some very treacherous and unwanted timelines, and you have done so with your willingness to accept each other's differences. Now, we understand that you see on your television and computer a lot of people not respecting each other and accepting each other's perspective. But there are far more of you who are doing so than there are those who would rather disagree in anger and hold on to hate than grant another their free will to have a different perspective than theirs. So what you see played out in media and even in your social media is the minority. What we see is how willing you all are to look past your differences and look for the similarities. We are seeing so many humans wanting to experience oneness. We are seeing so many of you forgiving each other, and we are seeing more of a willingness to work together in spite of the different perspective that you hold. What we recommend is that you turn off your televisions, your talk radio programs, and you stay away from websites that are polarizing you, trying to keep you at each other's throat. There is more to be gained by those in power by instigating these sorts of debates and disputes and arguments. So you, the majority, have to continue to remain willing to sit down with someone who has very different opinions and beliefs than you do, and find the opportunity for connection. Find the common ground. Give others the benefit of the doubt. See past those differences and look for the moment when you can see eye to eye on something. Look for the love that exists within the person who has different beliefs than you do, or different views on gun control or immigration. Look to the heart of the person, feel the love within him or her, and find the compassion within yourself. You will come together as a human collective. We have seen that outcome as well, and we see it as the most likely one. The truth of who you are. We are putting an emphasis at this time on your checking in with yourselves on a more regular basis to determine for yourselves whether you are living in alignment with your ultimate truth. The ultimate truth that you are here to explore is the truth that you are source energy beings. You are unconditional love, and you are infinite and eternal beings. Now, when you are focusing very intensely on something that is happening in your world or in your life, and you lose sight of the truth of who you really are, it is easy for you to get off track and to live your lives as a much smaller being than who you truly are. It is easy to get lost in the details of life and to forget the biggest possible picture, and we are talking about a picture that is bigger than your shift in consciousness. This picture is the picture of who you are and who you came to Earth to be. It is more important than what you do. It is more important than what you believe in. The truth of who you are is something that you can live in every moment as you become the living, breathing embodiment of source energy and unconditional love. Everything else seems minuscule by comparison. You will not be knocked off of that track that you want to be on as you hold that truth close to your heart. As you remind yourselves, as you remind yourselves of who you really are, you put your attention where it needs to be. Putting your focus on the truth of who you are means that you allow situations, people, and circumstances in your life to be exactly as they are. That's what unconditional love is. It's you being the love that you are under any and all conditions. And that's what we want for you. That's what we know you want for yourselves, and that's the only way that you'll ever be happy. True happiness comes with alignment with the truth, and nothing else will ever be worthwhile substitute for it. Being satisfied with who you are. If you've ever considered yourself to be the person that you've always wanted to be, then you have accomplished more than most people who've ever lived. Most of you are reaching to become something that you are not in your current moment of time. There are very few who would say that they are exactly who they want to be. It is one of the biggest accomplishments for a human to feel that sense of satisfaction with who you are. Therefore, we wonder why more of you aren't looking for that feeling. Instead, we see you and we hear you wanting to accomplish things outside of yourselves, and yet no accomplishment will ever give you that sense that you are exactly who you want to be. We would love to give you this sense of satisfaction to you, but we cannot. All that we can do is to continue to love you exactly as you are, and to encourage you from time to time to look for the feeling inside of yourself of satisfaction. Satisfaction feels better than acceptance, and it is a gateway to self-love. If you can feel satisfied with who you are, not what you've accomplished, but who you are, then you are really on the right track. Now, you can always acknowledge that you are becoming more in every moment and still be satisfied with who you are right now. You can give yourselves that gift. Those who have, from what we have observed, have led beautiful lives, joyous lives, and that is all that you can really ask of yourselves. And as you do, you will find that it becomes easier to help others from that place of satisfaction with who you are. Your place in the Great Awakening. It is the fortune of humanity to be sitting where you are at this time. It is very fortunate that you have arrived where you are, because you could have taken a much different approach to shifting your consciousness. The position that you are in now is one where you can usher in the golden age of humanity with ease and without the need for catastrophes. What you have in place on the planet are awakened beings scattered all over the planet. These beings are beings of service, and if there's one thing that we see among the awakened that is very encouraging, is that desire that you have to be of service and to usher in this great awakening. Those of you who are anchoring in the bright frequencies and looking to be of service may be in the minority, but those energies are reverberating from all those locations around the world, including the most remote places that you could possibly imagine. You have become more powerful, as ones who radiate a high frequency than all of the technology that has been used to keep you in the dark and asleep. You have officially tipped the scales. So when you want to be of service, but you don't know what to do, we suggest sending out a broadcast with the intention that it reach some of those beings on your world who are still asleep. Let your message be that of empowerment and acceptance. The power that rests in your hands is the power to give others what they have been denied by society and sometimes even by their own family. You are the ones who can broadcast the signal to each and every member of this human race of yours that they are perfect just as they are, and yet they are still evolving and becoming more of that beautiful energy that blossoms from the center of their hearts. We are the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you.